next up, a young man who was 5th in the Europeans in his first appearance back in 2001. And ever since then, it's been a gradual decline. 12th last year, but he's capable of big things, and said he's healthy and in good shape. What can he do here? 25-year-old Sergei Davydov from Belarus.
Long time to set the triple axel. And making the triple Lutz, triple toe loop, not a running edge on the end of the toe loop.
Down on the Lutz. It's not looking good for Davydov. Well, an interesting program. Not sure if it worked for me. Bit of a tough struggle there for Sergei Davydov. Not as good as he's been in practice.
And for me, you know, it was heavy. The music was almost overpowering of his skating, and it just, for me, that didn't work. The music was so strong coming over on the speakers here in the arena, and the skating not reflecting that. And the first part in particular, there was just, you know, it's almost like an old-fashioned short program. There was no choreography between the jumps at all. It was setting jump 1, it was setting jump 2. We were going for that. Once we got the jumps out of the way, then we'll do the choreography. And, you know, I think what the judges want to see more and more is from the off. You know, we saw it with Stefan Lambiel. From the off, you get the movement and the choreography, and then things are built in as well. And the old way was we'd get the jumps out of the way and then the choreography, and that, you know, it's kind of old-fashioned program. Trying to sound a bit harsh, but that's what we used to see, and it was almost the program would be in the 2 halves.
Yes, there's no doubt these new rules really do require a completely different look and construction to the program. Got to get some innovation in there, and there he's trying to do that with the back sit spin.
There were some good elements he was doing, but the music, because it was so strident and so heavy and so grand and big, it just wasn't able for me, even though the costume was suggesting it, to reflect that, which would come over in the, you know, the choreography, and particularly in the interpretation of the music area. It's the use of finesse to reflect the nuances of the music. Music was so huge, it kind of was overpowering.
Yeah, it really was. The coaches sat alongside, I'm sure you recognize them, Elena Tchaikovskaya and Vladimir Kotin. Training in Moscow, and Sergei now living and training in Moscow, which must be a big plus for him. He's got a personal best of 57.20, which he got at the Cup of Russia in 2003. But he won't be anywhere near that, I don't think, here with the marks at these championships. So technical score 32.20, 27.25 for the components. Pretty quick off the screen there, and that gives him, well, it does, a new personal best of 59.45. So good news for Sergei. Where will that put him? That puts him in 9th place, so just inside the top 10 for Davydov.